Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it.
And a very happy Friendship Day to everyone listening. It's Sunday, August 2nd, and the air is just thick with celebratory posts and nostalgic throwbacks.
It really is. And the internet, as always, has decided to celebrate in its own unique way. Did you see the AI-generated Bollywood version of Friends?
Did I see it? I have some notes. I have some serious, very important notes. Let's break it down. They cast Amir Khan as Chandler Bing.
Okay, I can see that. The witty, slightly neurotic energy, Amir in his prime could have pulled that off.
I'm with you there. But then they have Ranbir Kapoor as Ross Geller. And I don't know. Ross is endearingly pathetic. Ranbir has this innate coolness that I think would get in the way. Can you imagine him shouting, "We were on a break," with the same level of desperation?
That's a very fair point.
He'd probably look too good doing it. The casting that really got me was Hrithik Roshan as Mike Hannigan, Phoebe's husband. See, that's perfect casting. The handsome, stable, charming guy who just walks in and sweeps you off your feet. That is peak Hrithik Roshan. No notes on that one. The AI got it right. It's just funny how these conversations pop up, reimagining these iconic shows. But it's a great way to kick off a Friendship Day theme, because Bollywood is full of these epic friendships, both on-screen and off. And some epic friendship comebacks. There's a big retrospective making the rounds about the biggest patch-ups in the industry. Of course, the headline act is always Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan, the Karan Arjun of real life. Their fallout and eventual reunion was the stuff of legends. It felt like a national event when they finally hugged it out at that party. The whole country breathed a sigh of relief. It really did. And then you have Karan Johar and Kajol, another friendship that went through a really rough public patch. Seeing them back together, laughing and posting just feels right. It feels like the balance of the universe has been restored. It proves that some bonds are just too strong to be broken for good. And speaking of that golden trio, there's this wonderful old story resurfacing about Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol's friendship. Oh, the one about Amir Khan?
Exactly. Amir apparently wanted to work with Kajol and asked Shah Rukh for his opinion since he'd worked with her so much.
And Shah Rukh, being Shah Rukh, decided to have a little fun.
A lot of fun. He jokingly warned Amir, saying she was very bad and unfocused, and that Amir wouldn't be able to handle her. Just a complete prank.
Can you imagine Amir Khan, the perfectionist, hearing this? He must have been so confused. And then, of course, Shah Rukh immediately followed it up by saying, "I'm joking. You will not find a more honest and dedicated actress." He called her magical.
It's just the sweetest story. It speaks volumes about their playful, comfortable dynamic. He knew he could joke like that, and it would be taken in the right spirit.
And that's what real friendship is, isn't it? The ability to mercilessly tease each other. Karan Johar seems to be taking a page out of that book this year.
Oh, with his Friendship Day post?
Yes, he put up a video, sort of jokingly calling out Shah Rukh for ditching him, and teased that SRK has a new best friend. He left it very mysterious, and now the entire internet is trying to figure out who it is.
That's brilliant. It's so much more fun than a simple Happy Friendship Day post. It gets people talking and laughing. It's peak Karan Johar. A little bit of drama, a little bit of mystery, and a whole lot of love for his friends at the core of it all. And on a more emotional note, there were some lovely tributes too. A post from Amitabh Bachchan about his friendship with Dharmendra resurfaced. Sholay, it always comes back to Jay and Viru. It does. He described Dharmendra's absence in his life as a vacuum that shall ever remain vacuous. It's such poignant, beautiful wording. You can feel the depth of that decade-long bond. It's a reminder that these on-screen friendships we love so much are often rooted in something very real and very deep. It's not just for the cameras. Absolutely. And you see it with the newer generation too. Gaurav Gera posted this really sweet emotional note for Ranbir Singh, his co-star from Durandar, with a picture and the line, "Koi mujhe yaad rakhe na rakhe, bas tum yaad rakhna." Whether anyone remembers me or not, just you remember me. Wow, that hits you right in the heart. It's a lovely sentiment for Friendship Day. It's all about those one or two people who really see you and remember you. It's been a really nice, positive start to the day online. It really has. Which, of course, means we must now pivot to the exact opposite of that sentiment. Oh, I know where this is going. From friendship makeups to a feud that seems destined to last an eternity. We have to talk about it. The internet has decided en masse that it owes Hrithik Roshan an apology. This whole thing is wild. So for anyone who missed it, a trend started "We need to apologize to Hrithik," which seems to have been sparked by a comedian named Saurav Das.
Right, he made a joke that maybe Kangana Ranaut was targeting him because he looks a bit like a young Hrithik Roshan. That one joke somehow snowballed, and suddenly everyone was revisiting the entire years-old controversy.
And it became this massive online movement of people basically saying public opinion had been wrong, and they were now siding with Hrithik. Social media is just a fascinating, strange place. It's a courtroom where the verdict can be overturned every few years based on the prevailing mood. So the internet extends this giant olive branch, this collective sorry, and what is Hrithik's response? A very succinct, "Who cares anymore?" I have to admit, that's a pretty powerful move, to just dismiss the entire spectacle. He's basically saying he's not interested in the internet's sympathy or its ever-changing opinions. It's a very "I'm a wealthy, successful movie star who is busy and unbothered" kind of response, which, to be fair, is backed up by other news about him. Headlines this week include him leasing a new office space in Andheri for 17 lakh rupees a month. 17 lakh a month? And another headline is breaking down his net worth in 2026, saying it has multiplied by 310 times over the last 20 years. So when he says, "Who cares anymore?" he might genuinely mean it. He has other things on his mind. You'd think that would be the end of it. The internet apologized, he shrugged, everyone moves on. But of course, that's not what happened. Of course not, because Kangana Ranaut saw his response and she had thoughts. Many, many thoughts. She hit back pretty hard. She said his response was just adding fuel to the fire, and she urged him to stop teasing her. And then she went further, saying things like, "It doesn't suit you to tease a woman," and even brought his current relationship into it, saying it was embarrassing for his partner. It just escalated everything all over again. The headlines are everywhere. Kangana blasts Hrithik, Kangana hits back, Kangana slams Hrithik. The whole cycle is back in full swing. It's honestly exhausting. What started as a joke by a comedian has now reignited one of Bollywood's most fraught public feuds. You can't help but feel for everyone involved, including the partners who get dragged into this. It also speaks to this weird dynamic where celebrity lives become public domain. Everyone feels they have a right to an opinion, to pick a side, to demand an apology, and then to get angry when the apology isn't received in the way they expect. It's a mess. And while all this is happening, Kangana is also posting about her conversations with Gen Z girls at the gym, talking about how freedom needs accountability. It's this strange mix of public feuding and philosophical musings.
The whiplash is real. It feels like this is one story that will just never, ever find a resolution. The internet will just keep relitigating it forever. I think you're right. It's become part of the Bollywood canon at this point. Anyway, let's move from feuds that don't make money to films that hopefully do. Time for a look at the box office.
Yes, let's talk numbers. It's a mixed bag out there. The big comedies are chugging along. We've got day-wise collections for both Dhamal 4 and Welcome to the Jungle. They seem to be doing steady business.
The reliable family entertainers. People know what they're getting, and in this climate, that's a pretty safe bet.
But the real story, the absolute monster at the box office right now, is Thalathathi Vijay's film Jananayagan. Oh, the numbers on this are just staggering. It's nearing the 200 crore mark, and the momentum is just not slowing down. There was a report that on its second Sunday, it was selling 128 tickets every single minute on Book My Show.
Wait, what?
128 tickets a minute? That doesn't even sound real. That's more than 2 tickets every second. The sheer passion of his fan base is incredible, especially since they know this is his last film before he enters politics full-time. It's a true cinematic event. People are not just going to see a movie, they're going to say goodbye to an era. It's an emotional experience, and that's translating into historic numbers.
On the complete other end of the spectrum, we have By Terra Stare.
Oof, yes. Raghav Jayal's film. The reports say it's likely to end its first weekend below 1 crore. It's trailing far, far behind the other releases.
That's tough. The reviews haven't been kind either. Rediff called it absurd, and Bollywood Hungama said it was an unfunny comedy that fails to make the most of its premise.
It's always a shame when a smaller film with a good actor just doesn't connect. And it wasn't the only one to struggle. Nagabandham has officially concluded its theatrical run. And how did that go? With a massive 77% deficit. So not great. Yikes, that's a huge loss. It's a brutal reminder of how tough the business is. You can have a few massive hits like Jananayagan, but for every one of those, there are several films that just can't find an audience. Speaking of massive hits, let's talk Hollywood's performance in India.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is absolutely crushing it. Tom Holland does it again. The audience here just loves him as Spider-Man. The reports say it had a 30% jump in ticket sales on its first Sunday compared to its already massive opening day. The superhero fatigue we hear about in the West just doesn't seem to apply here when it comes to a few key characters. Spider-Man is definitely one of them. He's a permanent resident at the Indian box office. People will show up for him every single time.
A couple of other films to mention, Huma Qureshi's Baby Do Die Do has completed a month in theaters, which is a decent achievement in itself. And Nayanthara's upcoming film, Toxic, is already generating buzz, with analysts predicting it could be her second 50 crore net grosser.
That's fantastic. She's such a powerhouse, and it's great to see her consistently headlining successful films.
And looking further into the future, the big question being asked is about Ramayana. Can Nitesh Tiwari deliver another 2,000 crore grosser worldwide?
After Dongle, you can't bet against him, but 2,000 crore is such a high bar. The scale of the film is immense, the cast is huge. If any film has a shot, it's this one. But the pressure must be unbelievable, especially when you hear about the reported cast fees. One outlet is claiming Ranbir Kapoor is getting 150 crore for his role. 150 crore for one actor? That just tells you the kind of budget they're working with. The expectations are going to be through the roof. Absolutely. And one more piece of future box office news, Shah Rukh Khan's big comeback film, King, is officially targeting a Christmas 2026 release. Ooh, the Christmas slot. That's prime real estate. It is, and an article in Quemoy took a look back at his track record during the festive season. He's had some of his biggest hits then, like Chennai Express and Donkey. It's a lucky period for him, so locking that date this far in advance shows a lot of confidence. It's the return of the king at Christmas. The marketing writes itself. I'm already excited. Me too. All right, let's move from the box office to some general star and industry buzz. There's a lot happening. Let's start with a really lovely story. Kartik Aaryan has donated 1 crore rupees to the Assam Flood Relief Fund. That is just wonderful. The Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, personally thanked him on social media. It's a massive gesture and will make a real difference. It's always so heartening to see stars use their platform and their wealth for good. It's a fantastic example to set, truly. And in other news of big stars making big moves, Salman Khan has reportedly slashed his fee significantly for his next film, SVC 63. Slashed his fee? By how much? The report claims he's taken a 50 crore pay cut from an alleged 120 crore down to 70 crore, and the reason cited is friendship with the producers. Wow, that is not a small amount of money. A 50 crore pay cut is a lot of friendship. It's also a savvy business move, I suppose. It takes pressure off the film's budget and makes it easier to turn a profit.
It's smart, and it generates a lot of goodwill. In other news, another one of the big Khan's contemporaries is making a new move. Ajay Devgan is set to host a crime-based TV show.
Oh, interesting. He has the perfect personality for that. That intense, serious demeanor. I can totally see him as the host of a show like that. It feels like a natural fit.
I agree. The report says he'll be shooting for it on Sony TV soon. It marks his debut as a host on television.
Good for him, trying something new after all these years. What else is buzzing?
There's a slightly strange but very modern story involving Jacqueline Fernandez. A clip from the song Jugni went viral, allegedly showing a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh no, that's awful.
Well, the song's creator, Sonu Thukrul, has now filed a police complaint, claiming that the specific clip being circulated was AI edited to create the malfunction.
Wow, that is terrifying. The idea that someone can just digitally alter a video to create something like that is deeply disturbing. I hope they find whoever did it.
It's a scary new reality that the industry is having to grapple with. And on a much, much lighter note, we have an injury update.
Oh? Who's hurt?
NTL Jr. apparently sustained an injury, which has postponed the shoot for his upcoming film, Dragon.
Oh, that's a shame. I hope he's okay.
He seems to be. But the best part of this news story is the reassurance from the filmmakers. They want to assure fans that despite this delay, the movie's release date remains firmly on track.
Okay, that's good. When is it?
June 11th, 2027.
Stop it. You're kidding.
I am not. The film is 3 years away, but they want everyone to know that this current injury will not affect its release in 2027. That is the most hilariously reassuring press release I have ever heard of. Everyone remain calm. The movie that's coming out in 3 years is still on schedule. I just love it. It's so earnest.
And finally, let's end on a sweet, funny flashback story about Ranbir Kapoor. Is this the one about his grades? It is. He revealed once that when he was in school, he scored 54.3% on his SSC exams, which is not exactly a stellar score, not at all. But he said he was the first boy in the family to pass the 10th grade, so his grandmother had tears in her eyes, and they threw a huge party for him. That is the most relatable story I've ever heard. Forget the 150 crore fee. The fact that his family celebrated a 54.3% is just wonderful. It brings him right back down to earth. It's a great reminder that even the biggest stars have those perfectly normal, slightly embarrassing family stories. And I think that's a perfect lighthearted note to end on.
I agree completely. From friendships to feuds, from box office blockbusters to 54% scores, it's been another full week. It certainly has. And that's all the time we have for today. Headlines to Heartbeat Stuck. You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com. Come back tomorrow. Namaste.